In this video, we want to solve the inequality the absolute value 2x minus 3q is less than the absolute value of 4x plus 3q. In order to get rid of the absolute value, we're going to square both sides. So we have 4x squared minus 12qx plus 9q squared is less than 16x squared plus 24qx plus 9q squared. The 9q squares are going to cancel, and we have 4x squared minus 12qx is less than 16x squared plus 24qx. We'll move everything to the right side. So we have 0 is less than 12x squared plus 36qx. And then we can factor out a factor of 12x from both and have x plus 3q, multiplying that. And then we can divide by 12 and have x times the quantity x plus 3q is greater than 0. And so here we can get the critical points. So we can set both x and x plus 3q equal to 0. Obviously, we get x is 0 and negative 3q. So in order to solve this, we need to look at what q could be. The first case is when q is positive. So to make the math simple, why don't we just choose q to be 1? And let's see what happens. So we have x times x plus 3 is greater than 0. So if we draw a number line, the critical points will be negative 3 and 0. And then we just need to test it. So let's say x is negative 4. We have negative 4 times negative 4 plus 3, which that's also a negative. So that's going to give us a positive when you multiply two negatives. And if we pick a number between negative 3 and 0, let's say negative 1. We have negative 1 times 2, which is negative times a positive, gives us a negative. And then if we pick a number greater than 0, let's say 1. 1 times 4, both of them are positive, so we end up with a positive. So the only case when this is greater than 0 is when we have negative infinity to negative 3, union 0 to infinity. But remember, negative 3 here was really negative 3q because we let q equal 1. So I can instead substitute negative 3 with negative 3q. And so this will be the answer to the first case for q being positive. So we have x is less than negative 3q or x is positive. So that's another way to write it. Now the second case is when q is equal to 0. So if q is equal to 0, what we have is, I guess we go up here. You know, now this is gone. We have the absolute value of 2x is less than the absolute value of 4x. And the 2 and the 4 are constants, so they can come outside of the inequality. And so this is always going to be true as long as x is not 0. Because if x is 0, we get 0 is less than 0, which makes no sense. So another way to think about this is we can divide both sides by the absolute value of x, since we know it doesn't work for x equals 0, and we get 2 is less than 4. So this always works as long as x not 0. So that's why we get x to be between negative infinity and 0 to infinity. Finally, the third case is to look at when q is negative. So if we go back, we'll do the number line thing again. So we have x times x plus 3q greater than 0. So if q is negative, let's just say negative 1. This gives us x times x minus 3 greater than 0. So then we can say the critical points are 0 and 3. And then we just test, let's say negative 1. We have negative 1 times negative 4. So that's two negatives. Makes a positive. Let's pick a number between 0 and 3. Let's say 1. 1 is positive times negative 2 is a negative. Positive times a negative is a negative. And let's pick a number bigger than 3. Let's say 4. We have 4 is positive times 4 minus 3 is also positive. Positive times a positive is a positive. So to see when this is greater than 0, we're going to look at over here between negative infinity and 0, and then 3 to 0, 3 to infinity. And remember that q was negative 1, so 3q is negative 3. So I guess what we should say here, negative infinity to 0, union, and then negative 3q to infinity. So this right here will be the final answer.